going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So from the title of this video, you guys already know I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and we have this with the creator combo. I know I might be a little bit late to the party because this camera has been out for a while now. It's actually my birthday just yesterday, so I had a lot of friends give me gifts. That gift was actually from my wife. Actually, fun fact, this was on my birthday list last year. She got me something else, and this year we finally got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I'm pretty excited to unbox it, check it out, and see what it does. Also want to say a big shout out to other friends for getting me gifts. We have this cup, looks like a camera lens cup. We have this LFA Tamiya model. Another friend gave me this S2000 die cast. So yeah, if you guys are watching my videos for the first time, I'm a big car guy. I've been making videos for 10 years now on YouTube, so constantly want to diversify and add on to the camera collection. We also have my assistant here today, Bella, just hanging out with me here in my office. So I am shooting this with my Sony ZV-1F. This is the camera I'm using. What we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this. My wife bought it for me from Best Buy. I know recently, the last few months with the tariffs, the prices on these have went up quite a bit. This is brand new, comes with the creator combo. If you guys are wondering what the creator combo comes with, actually comes with a few extra goodies. So, you know, you have the Osmo camera itself, you have a protective cover, you have the microphone, the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, which I really want, a handle, battery handle, a little tripod, which is really useful, obviously the cable, Type-C charging cable, a little carrying bag, the Mic 2 magnetic clip, windscreen for the mic, wide angle lens, which is also really nice, and a little strap. So yeah, some people might think, you know, you're paying almost $200 extra, but I think if you're making videos, especially like me, I make videos, you know, on YouTube for 10 years now, having the creator combo definitely helps. You know, I like the microphone, I like the tripod, the wide angle lens is going to be real helpful as well. Alright, so enough talking, let's go ahead and unbox this. So everything's sealed up, brand new, comes with, you know, nice packaging, obviously. If you guys don't know the brand DJI, I first knew about the brand DJI from drones. You know, they're pretty famous making drones. Great brand. Let's see. Now that I have that open, I believe we're gonna break the seal over here. It's a little arrow directing me to peel it to the left. Okay. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, so let's see what's in this box. So, okay, we have the pouch. This might be the charging cables. Some instructions. Quick start guide. Okay. So, not too sure what this is. Stickers. I believe everything should be in this pouch. Alright, let's see what's in this pouch. Wow, even has a nice little tag. So, very nice pouch. It's almost like, I don't know what to describe this material. Almost like an anti-slip mat. DJI logo. Everything's going to be in this pouch. It's nice because my whole idea of the DJI Osmo, what I'm probably going to use it for is vlogging, you know, especially when I go on trips, as well as, you know, try it out with some cinematic videos. So I've seen quite a few of my friends own it, but I've never actually held it before. This is actually very small and very portable. I see what people mean by super incognito. That's your lens, nice little grip. Your screen, you can have it, you know, portrait mode. You can also have it landscape mode. So if I'm shooting stuff for, you know, YouTube, it's going to be in this mode. If I'm shooting stuff for, you know, in portrait mode for maybe Instagram, you know, Actually, when I flipped it, the camera activated. So yeah, it says rotate screen to power on or off. Shutter record button, and then there's a joystick right here. Yeah, all this is pretty new to me, so very cool. Well, before we dive into the camera itself, let's see what else is in the pouch. Alright, it's nice that they have little compartments. This here looks like the extra battery. So you just plug it in to the bottom of it. Very handy, especially when I, go on trips. This also looks like an external battery. And then here's the microphone. This is perfect because with these microphones, I do a lot of car videos, so if I ever shoot, cinematic videos or rolling shots, we can probably mount this to, the engine bay, get some engine noises. If I'm doing interview style videos, I could probably clip it onto someone's t-shirt, and just record their voice. So that's pretty neat. We have the tripod over here, actually stuck in the pouch. Let's see what else. That's the wind muff for the microphone. Prevent wind noise. Charging cable, USB-C. Wide angle lens. Yeah, pretty cool. So here is the DJI tripod. So on the bottom is nice anti-slip grip. Nice and sturdy. And it's small enough. So what a lot of people like to do is you can attach your extra battery pack and then attach the tripod stand on the bottom so you get a nice grip. Alright, next up we have, this is the mic 2. Also has the wind muff, so I'm just going to connect it right on top. Wow, so compact. I love that it's almost like a clear casing. You can kind of look inside. Very light, sturdy at the same time. Just great all over, quality product. And I believe right here this might be the on-off switch. Also have a USB-C charging port. Next up, I open up the other packaging. These two are external batteries. This one looks smaller, probably half the size of this extra one. So it's super easy to use. You can pretty much just stick it into the bottom of the camera, just like so. So depending on how long you're trying to shoot videos for, honestly, I need to do more research. I don't really know how many hours just this would last, but I've heard people say that, especially if you're going on, a day trip, you want to get a lot of footage. It's always good to bring your backup batteries. So it's nice that it's super easy. You can just, just insert it, connect it like so. And something super tiny that I don't want to lose is actually this wide angle lens. So from what I've heard, is a magnetic lens that just goes right on top of the camera. So let me see. Switch it on. I flip it. So I believe it just sticks right on. Yeah, just like that. Magnetic. To come off, you just take it off just like that. Super easy. And almost forgot one part, but inside this pouch is this little guy, and what this is the magnet that goes onto your microphone. And then you also have your USB-C cables. That's how you charge the camera, as well as the external batteries, microphone. And can't forget the other white box that is in the packaging. Let's see what's in here. Alright, so seems like all we have is this. It actually seems like, I believe, the kind of like a protective case, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Yeah, so very convenient protective cover. Very cool. Nice anti-slip materials, kind of like a rubbery feel to it. So in this protective case, it also has a little, I guess you could say, compartments that you can put your wide angle lens and the Black Pro Mist. So this is a filter you could buy, kind of makes it like a very nice bokeh effect. Very, you know, dreamy kind of background. So great for cinematic videos. They don't provide it. I believe if you buy it from DJI, it's about almost $50 for the lens. You can also buy aftermarket ones. But let's see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out, and I believe this should just clip right into this spot. All right, so wide angle lens. Nice, it's magnetic, so don't have to worry about it falling off. Stays on tight, being magnetic. And this purpose of this is so whenever you travel, the camera itself, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right orientation, but you somehow fit this camera in here. So let's see, this little pocket here, I'm guessing it goes like this. There we have it. That's how it goes. And you can pretty much carry this around safely, or you can put it back in the pouch. There are quite a few different accessories you could buy, like lens protector. They also make protectors for the screen as well. Alright, so earlier I showed you guys this magnet. It's meant for the mic too. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove it and attach it to the microphone itself. So let's see. I want to say like the quality of stuff is very nice. I love that the DJI branding is everywhere. Oh wow, super strong magnet. Not sure if you guys could hear it. So if I'm trying to remove it with one hand, it's probably almost impossible. It's very, very strong. It's pretty much stuck on there. Wow. Oh, yeah, super strong. So what that means is you could, you know, have it on here, and if I'm trying to stick it to something magnetic, you know, in the engine bay of a car to record some sound clips, this is not going to fly off. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow some of the instructions on the quick start guide. So first step, they're going to ask you to download the app, compatible, you know, with Android and Apple. But from what I've heard, the DJI Mimo app is super useful. Bunch of different, you know, stuff that you can do with the app. So let's go ahead and download it. Alright, so I have a Google phone. Just download the DJI Mimo app. Open it up. Accept the terms and conditions. I'm just going to follow the steps, connect my camera, and connect the Mimo app to my DJI Osmo. And the one thing I wish it came with is memory card. So it does not include a memory card, so make sure to buy it. From my research, so it is going to be a micro SD, so really small card slot. And from my research, the biggest size you could fit is 512 gigabytes. That's what was recommended by DJI. If you want to fit a bigger, you know, 1 terabyte, you can, but again, it's not recommended. So 512 gigabytes is what DJI recommends. For the purpose of testing it out, I'm gonna borrow memory card from my camera, and I'll probably get a better memory card because I think this one is pretty small. So I have a SanDisk one over here. Right, so I'm just gonna test it out. I'm probably gonna shop for a bunch of accessories as well as, you know, a better memory card. Alright, so now that I have the memory card inserted, you can go ahead and power it up. So just a flip of the screen, it powers right up. Let me actually peel off this sticker. So it's asking me to select my language. It is a touch screen. Let's do English. Device name. Okay, scan the QR code. So I guess it's getting me to scan the code to download the Memo app, which I already did. So I can just swipe. Small little screen, but very sensitive. Swipe from left edge, enter playback. Just kind of giving me a little tutorial on what to do right now. So I kind of ran through the different prompts. So by default is choosing 1080p, 1080-30. You can, so I believe just tap on it and change it. Well, maybe not tap on it, but it shoots up to 4K. You have your little joystick right here. So for example, if I'm doing this, I'm just moving it with the joystick. Very cool. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to connect it to the app. And as you guys can see, it's very stable. So inbuilt gimbal. Very cool. Very smooth shots. Alright, so right now I'm trying to connect my phone with the app to the camera. Alright. Activate your Osmo device when you connect it the first time to receive warranty. Okay. Alright, so I just created an account, synced it up to the camera. SD speed slow. I'm guessing the memory card I have is pretty slow. So like I said, I'm gonna buy a new memory card, but I just wanted to test out, how it is to hopefully film some footage. And if we were to put in the extra battery, it's as simple as just inserting it, just like so. So it's telling me now, we have 57% battery syncing up right now just by inserting it. And then if I want it with the tripod, I can just put it on the bottom. So pretty much this is at its full length. Pretty cool. So when you insert this external battery, you just clip it on, but when you remove it, make sure to press this before you remove it. So right now what I'm going to do next is I kind of want to see how it looks on the app. Alright, so I'm pretty much installing the firmware right now on my phone. With this, I'm able to see a live view. Sure, you can see a live view on this little screen, but what some people like to do is almost use your cell phone as an external screen. So for example, if I'm filming outside with this on the back of a car, I'm able to use the app and see exactly what I'm filming and adjust it, up and down remotely. So that's pretty cool. I also do need to connect my microphone over to this as well. So here's a live view on my phone. So just by, moving the camera around, for example, if I'm moving the joystick up and down, it shows it on the live view on my phone. Pretty cool. And some people even like to have this, get a mount and, attach your cell phone mount to the camera. So next I'm going to connect the microphone. So a few buttons here on the side. On-off switch. Pretty sure I gotta click that. There's also this one right here. I believe this might be to start it. But let's go ahead and power it up first. Press and hold for 2 seconds. Vibrates. Nice blue light, solid blue. So now that that is on, let's go back to the camera. This thing is connected, 60% battery. Alright, so right now I have the microphone attached here, and if you guys can see the green light's beeping, I actually switch it on, so it's recording right now, and I have my DJI Osmo, right, playing around with it, and if I look over here, I actually have my live mode, and I can tell it's recording because whenever I talk, that little microphone bar just goes up. I was able to stop it remotely just by clicking on that red circle. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so right now I'm going to try to use this camera, film a little video footage. I filmed something outside in the dark with my wife, and I'm going to film something in landscape mode in a room and see how it looks. So one thing I have to notice is whenever I have the microphone connected, there's this green bar up here. It pretty much, I guess when I talk it goes, and if I'm speaking louder it maxes it out. Pretty cool. So it lets you know your microphone is in use. So I'm definitely going to slowly mess with the settings. Yeah, just switch it off, super easy. You know, it just times out. So a few accessories that I plan to buy. So first thing on the list, I'm definitely going to buy memory card. I do want to buy a nice screen protector for this screen because I already see fingerprints on it. Also probably a nice screen protector for the lens. They also do sell a few different options for cases, and I might also probably get the mist lens. That might be pretty cool to get. I am testing out the DJI Osmo 3 camera. So I am still using the pretty low quality SD card that I have. So I apologize. Hopefully it's pretty good. I'm going to get a high quality SD card soon, but I just want to test it out. I do have the face detection mode, I believe, activated, so it's kind of following me around. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty crisp, at least from this little screen. I can also flip it around and it shows me what it is right in front of me. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so earlier I was filming the voice from this camera. Right now I'm going to activate the DJI microphone and I'm going to connect it. I believe it's connected right now. I'm going to flip it around. I'm trying to connect it over here and see how the quality, sound quality is. Are you guys able to hear it better? Hopefully the sound quality is a lot more crisp. What is going on, guys? I'm testing out the gimbal. So far, the gimbal is working. Camera is following my face. Alright, so I will slowly explore the DJI Osmo 3. I just want to do an unboxing as well as a quick little video showing you guys what it is. I know a few of my friends have already adopted using this camera, whether it's for cinematic videos. It does take photos as well, you know, vlogging, and my plan is, you know, maybe eventually this will be my main vlog camera. For a while I was using the Canon G7X Mark III. I'm actually shooting on my Sony ZV-1F right now, both point and shoot cameras, but this is just so compact and nice to carry around. I do have a trip coming up in Japan, Tokyo, Auto Salon 2026, so I think whenever it's super compact, there's a lot of people, this will work great, especially the wide angle lens. So I'm pretty excited to see how it does. Yeah, hopefully you guys like it. I'll be taking more videos, and maybe we'll do some low light testing, and you know, when it's bright during the day, we'll do a few different comparison clips for you guys. Hope you guys like it. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next video.